everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca if we have never met before, and this is my YouTube channel where I talk about all the houseplant things. And today that includes all of my favorite heart-shaped leaves because today, or rather tomorrow, is a very special day. I am a really big sucker for Valentine's Day. I really have started to love it a lot more since I have been in a relationship, obviously. But even when I wasn't in a relationship, it was just a really fun time to just celebrate love and everything that, everything that love brings us. So happy Valentine's Day to you and your plants, or to you and your partner, whoever it may be. I hope that you have a beautiful day. I love to dress up for holidays. So I have on, for the first time really ever, a successful winged eyeliner. I really tried for you guys. It's like I'm taking you on a date, okay? So this is like a fun time for you and me to just sit down and talk about our favorite heart-shaped leaves. Actually, before we get into the video, I am missing something, and as I said, I like to really dress up for the occasion. I've got some berets to choose from, so what are we thinking? Red beret or pink beret? Oh, I kind of like the way the pink looks. It brings out the colors here. Okay, I'm gonna go with pink. Oh, I look like a Valentine's Day fairy. This is so perfect. This is better than I could have imagined. I'm gonna want to look at myself in the viewfinder because I look so cute. Okay, so enough about me. Let's get into it. I'm noticing that a lot of anthuriums are heart-shaped, and so as an attempt to not make this video an anthurium video, I'm going to just show you a wider variety of heart-shaped plants, even though my favorites, honestly, are a lot of anthuriums. Alrighty, so the first heart-shaped leaf I'm going to talk about today is this beautiful Philodendron MAME. And I am a big fan of this plant. For a while, I didn't really understand the hype of philodendron, besides like the heartleaf philodendron and just the Brazil, the more common varieties. I didn't really understand what was the hype behind a plant like this. I ordered one just to see, because I was curious, honestly. And I can see the hype. I really can. It is so beautiful, and this foliage is just like so effortlessly big. Like, it is so beautiful. Look at the coloring on here. Like, I'm completely overwhelmed by how gorgeous it is. This is the newest leaf that it put out. It was actually coming out when I unboxed the plant, so it is just a little bit wrinkly, but it has unfurled beautifully. There's a lot of really beautiful coloring on it, and I believe that there is another new leaf coming in. You can see it on my bangs right there. So this is a really easy philodendron to take care of. I was actually quite concerned to, walk into the realm of this kind of philodendron because I wasn't sure how they would do, but it actually sits in my humidity greenhouse bathroom. 50 to 60% humidity on a regular basis, sometimes up to 70%. As far as light goes for this plant, it doesn't get any direct light whatsoever. Oh, well, hello. Leo's making an appearance. It doesn't get any direct light whatsoever. It really just gets ambient light from an east-facing window. It's probably about 6 to 7 feet away from an east-facing window. So it really enjoys sitting there. It sits actually right on top of my humidifier. I have the Levoit humidifier. I always have it linked in my Amazon storefront down below and on my website in my Planty Essentials tab. So it's a really easy plant. I've had literally not a single issue with it. Okay, sir, how can I help you? No, you can't lick my lipstick. Okay, that's right. So I guess that's all I really have to say about this one. It's really wonderful. It's actually sitting in a terracotta pot. This was painted by a lovely lady. Her company is called Concrete Botanicals, and I would absolutely recommend her. It is so beautiful, and it arrived really happy. I was very nervous about shipping ceramics, but this is like a very thick terracotta, and also it is pink, so that really matches with today's aesthetic. Alrighty, next we're going to be talking about a plant that is just a little bit smaller, a much smaller heart, if you will, and this is an Anthurium, I believe silver blush. I will have put the name on the screen if I mess that up. But anyway, so this leaf, let me just show you up close here. Look at how gorgeous that silver color is. This is one of the plants that I got from Green Spaces, so it is acclimating very well, and we actually have a very tiny growth point. If you can see that just light green color right there, that would be a brand new growth point, and I'm very excited about it. I had one of those moments in plant parenthood where I felt like an absolute monster because I was trying to see if the leaf was being held up. It wasn't able to unfurl because there was actually a root growing right over the top of it. And so I was just trying to move the root because it wasn't fully grown into the soil yet, and I snapped the root off. I'm a monster. So I'm glad that the plant is still okay despite that happening. I wasn't sure what would happen, but all of the anthuriums and just the plants in general that I got from Philodendron Indonesia / Green Spaces have been doing just so good. It almost feels like it was like a seamless transition. And I know that it wasn't. There were a lot more leaves on this plant before, but we still have these 2 leaves hanging in there, and I don't see them going anywhere anytime soon. So very, very in love with this heart-shaped leaf. I look at it, it sits right above my toilet, so you can say that we spend a lot of time together. Alrighty, so the next heart-shaped leaf is coming off of this beautiful Philodendron Brandy. I think that's how you say it, or the Philodendron Brandy. You can see here that these leaves have just a really gorgeous silvery color, and they are heart-shaped. So this plant has been not necessarily the easiest plant I've had. It looks like it is putting out a lot of new growth, which is definitely a relief, but I have been a little bit confused as to how I want to take care of it and how it should be taken care of. I have basically treated it exactly like I would treat a just regular green heart-shaped philodendron, or the Philodendron cordatum, I believe is the actual name of that plant. So just like a regular philodendron is how I've been treating it. And it's still putting out new growth, although it is very tiny. And that is something that I talked about in my Plant Clinic episode 1 video, where somebody asked specifically about this plant, why it's putting out tiny growth at the top here. After I saw that, I looked at my plant and realized my plant was doing that too. And I don't think that it's a nutrients issue. I really think that it was just looking for something to climb. So I since put this like tiny metal trellis in here just to see what would happen. I am interested in creating a bamboo trellis for it, similar to the one that I made for my Hoya back in the day, if you were here. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but so I think that I will be doing that very soon just to see what happens. It is very happy nonetheless. However, I would love to see more of these big, beautiful silvery leaves coming in. I mean, this leaf right here, let's just take a moment. That is so incredibly beautiful. All of these leaves. This one is quite large. It is pretty beat up. Half of this plant is from Steve's leaves, and half of this plant is from a trade that I did with a friend on Instagram. So I kind of just combined them together, and I can't really tell which one is which anymore, but either way, it is a very beautiful heart-shaped leaf plant. So the next plant that I want to talk about today is this absolutely stunning, awe-inspiring Anthurium clarinervium. Let me bring it back so that you can see just the full length. Look at how big this leaf is. Let's do a quick little head test. So I ordered this plant from Plant That Plant Shop from Sweden, and it came in and it looked absolutely gorgeous. I think there were 5 leaves on it at the time. We have since lost 2 of them, which is okay. One of the leaves, actually the stem just bent. It was holding on for a long time, and I actually just ended up cutting off the leaf because the stem was just getting like woody, and the stem was dying, but the leaf was still trying to make it through. But I just ended up cutting off that leaf and putting it in a cup of water. It's been like a month so far, and it has been really, really happy. The other leaf that fell off was actually the newest growth point, and it was just like too soft during shipment, and it just kind of got crushed. So everybody else is really, really happy. It looks like it's putting out something. Right here, you can see, I'm put with my nose. I'm not very familiar with Anthurium, and honestly, I'm confused about the way that they grow, but I'm just kind of letting it, we're just like rolling with the punches, you know what I mean? I don't think that I've ever felt a leaf this soft, to be honest with you. It is just like across the board. I do have a second clarinervium that's much smaller than this, and the leaves on that plant are also just like so incredibly soft. The last plant that I'm going to be talking about on this De La Plants Valentine's Day special date night heart-shaped leaf show off is this Philodendron Verrucosum. And you can see that is a very beautiful heart shape. This leaf looks 3D. And it is 3D because it's like alive and stuff, but when you look at the leaf right here, it looks like it would be like it would have a lot of dimension. That's what I'm thinking. But it is actually like very, very flat, and it is actually very thin. And I was not expecting that when I opened up this box. So this plant is actually from Rachel, Heart-Shaped Leaves herself, and she very, very kindly sent this plant to me. She asked a few of us what our wish list plant was, and I said that the Philodendron Vesperose was at the top of my list, which it was. And then a few weeks later, here she is. So Rachel is an angel, really such a beautiful person. And you can see here that it is rooting up pretty nicely. We have some roots. It did have some pretty significant like rootage already. You can see all around there. Let me take it out of the water so that we can really see it. So yeah, you can see that it did have like roots coming out, like aerial roots. So if you look right there, you can see a very, very light green spot, which is a growth point. Am I freaking out? Absolutely. Let me show you something very special on the back of this plant. Look at the colors on the back. So when this plant is a little bit more juvenile, these colors aren't as strong, but as it gets older, these colors will just come through really, really strong. And also something, it has a bit of a hairy petiole. And the petiole is basically just the stem that connects to the leaf to this stem here. So this thing right here is called a petiole. And so you can see that there is some hair on it, and it has a fuzzy petiole. So cute. All right, you guys, that is going to be all for this video. I hope that you have a beautiful day with whoever you're spending it with, your plants, your significant other, your galentines, your dudentines. What is it for men? Galentines is for women. What is it for men? Thank you so much for watching this video. I really, really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind making sure that you are subscribed to my channel and giving this video a like if you love heart-shaped leaves. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Let's see what Leo would look like with a beret. What do you think? I've got one for him. He can wear the raspberry beret. He's not sure. Hold on. Let me put it on your head. It's okay. Oh, look. It's okay. Leo. Oh, dang it. You're a good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Thank you for humoring me.